Your production
I will watch the phone
teammate
ring
would appreciate no buzzing in the background, so we know it's your phone,
type shit.
not up there. Because
You know,
now that we know your phone's off, any other vibrations is like, okay, dude, what you into?
is a toy. And the other vibrations.
I'm just saying, if that's what you into,
Why
that's what you
why
into.
you recording
So,
is nasty work.
hello and welcome to the show, Simply First Class podcast. It's your girl, Simply CC, and I'm right back at it again with.
It's your boy.
The camera
You know what it is,
lost
man.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Oh, the camera lost me.
Yeah, that was funny.
Y'all see me screaming like this. It's cool though. I'm back. Yeah, I'm saying. I said, is that
Welcome back to the
David?
show.
But yeah,
Nothing's
welcome back
changed.
to the
JK, a
show,
lot's
man.
changed.
JK, a lot has changed. A lot has went on. And the last time y'all saw us, how long has it been since the last time I seen us?
It's been more than 5 years now. I'm
It's been more
high
than
key
5
sure
years.
it was 2020, and we'll give 2021 maybe for an episode that I tried to put out there. Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna
Man,
keep
it's been
going.
a really long time. Like how long? So 5 years. That's like a half a decade. You ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what have you been doing during this time? Like, what happened
Oh,
in
you're
5
asking
years?
me? That's crazy. I thought we were
I'm
just gonna talk
asking
about it.
you.
Honestly,
You just gonna talk about
so
it?
I have a little bit of a cold right now. You'll catch me like
Mhm.
playing with a little bit of a cough drop,
You
or
feel me?
putting it and tucking it so I can talk. Why are you making that face?
I say
He
something
had a
stupid. Go
joke.
ahead.
He had a joke. He had
I
a
had a
joke.
joke, but it's not a joke. It's
Um,
not a good joke. Go ahead.
it's not a good joke. It's crazy. Well, first, visibly, for those who can see us, you can see my teeth. I got them done with some Invisalign. I said I'm not going to do braces. I had a canine that was a snaggletooth for most of my life because as a kid, I lost my retainer. So when my teeth grew back in, my canine just was like, was it this one? This one. I don't even remember which one it was anymore. Dang, stuttering. But yeah, I had to get it fixed because it got to the point I was cutting my jaw. I was having migraines. I kept chewing on my lips on accident and was just bruising myself. So more than a cosmetic fix, it was something that had to be done. I finally got my bachelor's degree back in 2024. Yeah. Let's segue into your transition because my next one is kind of sad. So I got my bachelor's degree, and I'm proud to say David decided to go to school.
Yeah, a lot has changed. You know, the last time y'all seen me was
High school.
In high school. I was in high school. You feel me? About to get ready
Yeah.
to graduate and all that good stuff. I
Congratulations on
graduated high
graduating, by the
school.
way.
You feel me? You know, most people don't graduate high school. It's very hard, very challenging. You know what I'm saying? Your boy had like a 3.6 or something like that. You know, I tried bare minimum. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna lie and say I tried my hardest to get good grades. No cap.
You
I did
guys,
bare minimum, and
he was a drum
I still
major.
got a 3.6.
He had
I
all
was
the
a
help
drum
in the
major. I was
world.
in a band. Not like, but I had all the help in the world, but I didn't receive any of that help. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I really feel like I didn't take any AP classes outside of like the DE classes I took like towards like my senior year and stuff
Explain a
like
DE
that. But I
class.
didn't really like. Oh, for DE, for the ones who don't know, that is dual enrollment. Those are classes that you can take while you're in high school, but you can also take college level classes while you're in high school. You have to apply for that when you're like a junior. Like you're not taking nothing really crazy. It's just like a lot of those like beginner classes. Like you might take like public speaking. You might take instead of taking English, you'll take like English 12. You'll take like government. At least that's how that works in Virginia. You'll take one of your maths like that. So this is what I did. It was very simple. Like those are like the most like challenging classes I took in high school. Like I said, I really did just like did the bare minimum. But I made all A's and B's. So I made principal list a couple of times. But like I'm trying to have fun. I was in drama club, show choir, band. I'm doing everything.
This
I'm like I'm
man,
trying to
you
have
guys
fun.
already know he's a performer. He's doing it now. He's got
Yeah,
his
I'm a
YouTube
performer.
channel and all that.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna segue into that. You know, I'm a performer. So you know, ever since I left the show, you know, I restarted back up my YouTube channel. I was running it's time. Go ahead, you know what I mean? Spelt somewhere on the screen. Y'all will see it up there on the screen somewhere, man. Y'all will see it. Yes, y'all will see it. Go subscribe, go like, go do all the follows, go ahead, hit all the socials, all that good stuff. But yeah, I had started my own YouTube channel back up and stuff. I started working with a group called Weak Squad. Yeah, go on there.
Is
You
it
want to see if you
clipping or
want to
are
see
you
your boy.
stopping making noise?
I went Is it clipping for
It
you?
did not. It's clipping out that sound for me. I don't hear that on my side. It's like weak squad.
I didn't. Oh, weak squad. I don't know if y'all heard that. Okay, now I feel like I look
We
stupid.
heard
But
that.
all right. All right, cool. But yeah, Weak Squad, go find them on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, on all those good things, man. We do like skits and stuff over there. I was behind the camera and I was happy editing some of those things too. And I'm also in front of the camera, man. You feel you know your boy's a personality, so I'm always in front of the camera, always doing good stuff, good things. I had a lot really go on though. Like right after I left, like 2 years right after that, I got into a relationship debacle. You know what I'm saying? I had got bro. And I mean, we kind of like broke up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stuff be
That's for a
happening.
story
You know
time.
what I'm saying? That's a story. That ain't like ooh.
We
But
forgot
yeah,
to
a lot
create
of stuff had wound up
nicknames.
happening. You feel me? A lot of stuff had wound up happening. You know what I mean? We know when you break up, you be sad, you get heartbroken and stuff. So, y'all know I stay in
Z
Virginia
Z Z
currently,
Z.
but I had moved back to my own hometown from Bessemer, Alabama, to be exact, the big 205. You feel me? That's where I'm born and raised at. So I want them just like running back home to say the least. I started running back home. You feel me? Trying to like heal, trying to grow, trying to refine myself. All that good stuff. I was out there chilling, and on my birthday is September 17th. If y'all ever cared, you know what I mean. I'm a Virgo. I don't believe in like the moon and like the star signs and all that. Like I don't think that's real. But you know what I mean. For Virgos, for the people that care and all that good stuff. But yeah, my birthday. I was chilling on my birthday. You know what I mean. Chilling as black people do. You know what I mean with trees and things of that nature.
He was in nature. Basically, he
I
likes
was
to
in
hike.
nature. You feel me? I was
He
in nature.
likes
I
to
like to
hike
be.
and grab a hammock and forget the
You feel me?
jog.
And be
He'll
in
just take a
nature.
walk in nature.
Yeah, if I don't do jogging, that's just a lot of work. Yeah, it's definitely a slow scroll if you know what I'm saying.
Slow stroll it is.
A slow scroll. But yeah, I got a call from a man named Mr. PJ Howard, man. You know what I mean? There's a great, phenomenal band director. I had one of them going back to school. I'm currently in school at D. Virginia Union University, located in no other but Richmond. Yeah, I currently go to school there. I play trumpet. Yeah, I'm in the section. You know what I'm saying? I'm a member of D1 and only K Side. That's Kappa Kappa Side National Honorary Band Fraternity Incorporated. You know your boy, Big Seven, Big Huncho. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all see that bracelet, man. Y'all see me, man. I'm certified in that thing, man. But yeah, it's been a lot going on. It's a crazy journey, man. I want to go in more details, but I'm gonna let CC give her a brief description of this. What's this life been like since spotting?
Yeah, I'll keep it as extended brief as I can too. Cause same thing. There's details. It just depends on what y'all want to know or like what we want to talk about. We got Queen Black Soul in the chat watching us. She literally just popped in as soon as I was about to do that. So like I said, my transition was gonna be kind of sad. I wanted you guys to have like an upbeat type of switch up real quick. So to kind of bring it back and then bring it back up, I lost family back to back to back. So it took me 8 years to get my bachelor's degree. I started in 2016. I finished in 2024. In the process, Queen Black Soul said I always have perfect timing. You do. So you kind of get the story now. In the process, my grandma, you guys know, she passed in 2019. She woke up, she took a shower, she laid back down, and she didn't feel well, and then she just became non-responsive. Well, in 2022, the tattoo that's on my arm right here, actually, my mom, they came back from a Valentine's Day vacation. My parents did a lot of traveling when my dad retired. So subconsciously, I'm chewing on this cough drop. I'm sorry. My parents did a lot of traveling when they retired. So they were on vacations and coming back, and we were just, school and life or whatever back home. Well, this vacation, my mom came home. They went to bed. We had a habit of waiting like 24 hours before we bugged them. And then she just became also non responsive. So she just didn't wake up one day. And I struggled with that. I went and got help immediately because some of y'all saw like IRL what was going on after my grandma passed. I said, I'm not going to do that again. Started some therapy, got into the gym more actively, got around some healthy friends, had a whole different circle of people I was around. And then the end of that year, my aunt passed. And I don't know if anybody else is going to have this experience, but you ever have that one class that you just can't pass? Like you probably haven't had this, David. But for people who,
Incoming ad break.
like have these classes that they struggle with, and it's like it shouldn't be this difficult, but for some reason you can't get it. Well, that was OChem for me. OChem and genetics. I took OChem 3 times. Each time somebody died. And I was just like, is this not meant to be? Like, okay, whatever. So the last one, you get irritated. You're like, I'm gonna pass this. So I passed it. I locked in on a timeline in my mind to get my degree. Got the degree, graduated, and since then life has been so much more freeing because that in itself is a saga. Since graduating, I spent a year to myself where I've learned what it is to live on my own, still enjoy my family, but not in their space, which is different. I spent some time traveling and I got a dog. He is my baby. He is Kenai. He's currently sleeping, so I'd show you, but his big tail don't need to be over here climbing on me while we're trying to get this done. And yeah, I also started my entertainment side. I'm in acting classes. I'm on Twitch right now, actually, as a streamer. My friends helped me to get to affiliate within a month, so we're over here chilling. And yeah, I'm a table games baddie at the casino. I take acting classes on Saturdays, and then I take a couple classes to use up the rest of my stipend from my dad's military stuff. So yeah, I think that was pretty breezed through.
That was pretty breeze through,
Yeah.
breeze through, breeze through,
Queen
breeze
Black
through,
Soul
breeze
says
through, breeze
claps.
through.
Unless you got an
She
echo.
missed my whole. Yeah, I did my own
She
echo,
did miss
but
your
yeah, she
whole
missed my.
spiel.
Yeah, she missed my entire story. She came in as soon as I was wrapping up.
She
But
literally
I
did.
guess a little bit I want to talk about. I guess is why I had wound up moving back to Alabama. Like it was a lot. I feel like a lot of people like. I kind of like glossed over like a lot of like mental health stuff because like I don't like talking about it and stuff. But I figure like you know what I mean. I gotta be honest with y'all. Gotta be honest. You know what I mean. Obviously she know, but gotta be
I was
honest
gonna
with
say,
everybody.
well,
You know what I
I
mean.
know
Listening.
some of it. You should like. I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
some
you know some
questions
of it. You
about
know.
what you went through.
Go ahead, go ahead. Ask away. I'll let you ask. I'll let you ask
I
before I
really
go into
wanted to
it.
know why you left because when you left, you kind of just so like before that, I didn't know the drama that was going on. So to me, it
Hmm.
seemed like you were finally doing what you wanted to do. So David, for the longest time, the reason I'm so proud of him going back to school for the longest time, I'm not going to school. I'm not doing the military. I want to go work. Okay, then work. Like if you're gonna work, pick a career, build it up. Like we're your friends, so we want to support you. If you say you
Hmm.
want to do something away, then like we might not always agree with it, but if you're doing the work to do it, then we'll support you. And you did the work to do it. So it seemed like he was on the path to like franchise type owner type. You're already in managerial roles. You just graduated high school and you're manager of a short chain. So why would you uproot yourself from that? Was it wait. Sorry, I'm skipping a step. Were you still in high school?
No, not
No.
move
You had a
back.
chance to move and we were trying to tell you about school. I think I'm mixing up timelines. You were
Yeah, that
graduating.
was a long. Yeah, I was graduated already though.
Okay, so it was a long time ago, but I think what our concern at the time was that you're graduating from a Virginia school and you could have had a full Virginia scholarship, especially as a drum major from band. You didn't want to do school. My dad said the military is what he knows. So he's going to tell everybody that. He's going to tell everybody that. But that was another viable option for our area. So when you left, it was kind of like, if you're gonna for us we're military kids, so when we leave we don't ever expect to see somebody again. So for you to come back, that was a shock. But to leave in the first place when it was like, dude, you had work lined up, you were building yourself, we could see your self-confidence growing, and you uproot yourself, and to us it didn't make sense.
Yeah. So what happened in the short term is you know what I mean like you be in a relationship. If people know right before I left, I had lived in Virginia for a consecutive 6 years,
Yeah.
and me and my ex at that time, me and her was together for 4 of those 6 years.
Oh, I didn't
So like
know.
yeah, we was together for a long time. We was together 4 of those 6 years. So I spent a lot of my time in Virginia with her, learning Virginia through her. Like, and so once like the broke up happened, like breakups, they hurt like a mother effer. So they hurt, and so like it was a really just like really challenging for me, and like it wasn't just like oh it was just a breakup. Like I'm not gonna lie. So like I have a bad habit of putting things off. Like I'm the world's biggest procrastinator. Like I would wait to the very last possible second
It's not
to
just you.
do it. like I swear, like I don't know, like it's I just like I love to procrastinate. So
Hmm.
one thing I procrastinate a lot on is my mental health. Like I put it off for a long time, and this was something that was been brewing way before I even met her. So like it's just been things I always put off, and I always like I always found the different ways to like get
Well,
distracted. Like
kind of give
that's why
us
I
an
did stuff like
example.
like I don't know, like I have a lot of like self confidence issues. I have a lot of like just self motivation. If I fail at something one time, like I almost be ready to like completely give up, and I have to like really like push myself to just do like even the most simplest tasks sometimes. So like it's kind of get rough. So then a lot of those things like I like, and then like it will make me like depressed and stuff. Like I'd be like, oh, why am I a failure? And why am I this? And why am I that? And like, why can I get things right? Da, 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 da. And so like in order to like what I call fixing it, I was just like get distracted. So like I'm in band, I'm the drum major. I'm also in show choir. I'm also in the theater. I'm also trying to do this podcast. I'm also trying to do this. I just like always kept my plate. I always kept. I always kept my plate full so that I can like I didn't have to worry about it. Or I didn't have to at least think about it right now. And so it was just like once I graduated high school, I started working a lot. I was working two jobs, still trying to pod, still trying to do other little different things like that. And I had my girl to think about, so I'm just trying to worry about her, worry about us, trying to go on vacation. I'm trying to like
Do too
distract
much.
myself from you feel me? And so like
Yeah.
once we had finally like broke up and stuff, like all that stuff I've been like pushing off for so many years, it kind of just like slapped me all at one time. And then on top of that, dealing with the breakup too. So it was just like so much. I felt like I never felt like so overwhelmed in my life. It was just
Why didn't
like,
you talk
what
to
is
anybody
life?
about that?
And I'm a nigga. I mean, I don't know how to, you a guy, man. You don't know how to, man. You just kind of like deal with it, and like you just kind of find your own method, your own ways or whatever. And so with being that, like I said, I was in Virginia for so long with her. Like everything reminded me of her. Oh my god, I remember we used to go over here. We used to eat at that McDonald's and like just whatever. Like everything reminded me of her, and I needed an escape. I'm like, I have to leave here. It's just driving me insane. Like, and I just needed a vacation from Virginia. Like, so I literally just
See,
moved back
that's
home for like.
perfectly valid. You did none of that explanation to your
Of
circle.
course not. Of course not. I just kind of was like, hey y'all, I'm leaving. Like, I ain't gonna lie, cause like I don't like. It's just I don't like talking about like certain things. Like, and it
My
takes a lot.
sister
It
was
takes a
mad
lot
at
of
you.
me. Yeah, like it. Oh yeah, she probably was. It takes a lot of for me overcoming for me to talk about it. Like it's like for me, I can only talk about it once I'm kind of past it, or like once I'm kind of over it. Like, but like when it's like in the heat of it, and like in the top beginning, I can't talk about it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like it breaks me down, gang. So like yeah, so like and then once I was in Alabama, I was doing it really good actually. We had just moved into a nice little house. We was the first family to ever live in that house, so like we was like it was brand spanking new neighborhood. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was making some good money. I was working for L'Oreal. I was driving forklifts actually. Right
Hmm.
before I came back to school, I was making good money. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was making like 20 something. I was making like $22 an hour. I ain't gonna lie. Toot toot. I got a hook while on horn, nigga. I was making like $22 an hour before I went back to school. But going back to school was a choice. I know niggas who graduated and got their degree and not making $22 an hour.
Yeah.
It's just a simple truth. Like, unfortunately, I love teachers, but them niggas broke too. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was definitely making some good money. I only went back to school because, and I'm gonna lie, they was just like, hey, we gonna make sure you're good full ride, this full ride, that. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Da. I was like, man, when am I gonna get another opportunity to go do something? I'm like, and this was one thing I really wanted to knock off my bucket list. Not going to school. No, I don't really care about school. I really just want to march in a collegiate marching band. That's about it. It is the only reason I'm here. I
You
swear.
could have had
I love
NSU, but that's too close to home.
and it too. Never mind. I almost said somewhere on camera. Hi NSU.
I can't laugh. Uh,
Hi NSU. But yeah.
excuse me.
I really just want to march. I really
Hmm.
wanted to march in a collegiate marching band. It's something that I always dreamed about since like
Hmm.
middle school. Since I picked up a horn, like it's all I ever thought about. It's like being in an elite marching band, playing against elite other bands, like and being surrounded by elite talent. And I am like Virginia Union has some of the most elite talent in the country. And so like I'm surrounded by elite talent, and we're going against elite talent. So it's very fun, and I'm like, shoot, why not? I'm like, cause I can always go get back and get that. I can go get that same job. I know the general manager of the person who not owns the warehouse, cause it's L'Oreal, but the person like who runs the warehouse. He still
Yeah.
said I can come back anytime. I'm still certified on my forklift. So even if I don't want to go back to that warehouse, I can go back. So like
Yeah.
I'm in school for fun. Like I feel like everybody should. I feel like being in the real world, being like having my own apartment, having my own car, paying my own bills, really working, and then doing all of that, and then coming to school is it's not a wake up call. It's really like a go to sleep call. Like it's like the opposite. It's like if anything, it's a wake up call to how much college does not really prepare you for the real life game. Like a lot of the things that like I know about really surviving, about really being out there, really having my own stuff. I have not learned a drop of that from college. Like they ain't taught me none of that. They ain't taught me how to
That's
pay no
not
bill, how to
really
do no
the.
taxes.
Yeah.
It's not the point. But like I know a lot of folks go in there and then they have to after they leave,
They
they
have
can't
that
go back
expect.
home. They
Yeah.
have to go out into the real world, and y'all just spent 4 years and a whole bunch of money, and y'all are not prepared. And that is the
That's on the
God honest truth.
individual though. So like that's where college is different than primary school. They have a lot of choices they can make. And there are a lot of resources depending on your school. So like my university, we had those options. And we had those connections. So if it was important to you enough, you'll figure it out. Like there's a lot of college students have to figure out a place to live. They got to figure out their tuition. They got to figure out rent. They got to figure out
ZZZZ.
work. I had the luxury of not having to figure out my living situation, but I had to figure out a car. I had to figure out how to get from. I commuted to university. I commuted to work. I would leave home first thing in the morning to be on campus for my 8 a.m. class, get out of class in the afternoon, go to work on campus, finish my shift on campus to go to another job. And like, there's different personality expressions happen depending on how life affects them in college. You have a situation that's a little different where they're providing a lot for you. I had my freshman year paid for. I had a student loan for other times, and my life situation, like if it wasn't for living at home with my family, would not have been the same. I would have had to do all that and still go to class, which is what I do now. Like I work two part-time jobs. I know in class, I get paid to go to class. So I have the luxury of working in school, right? But I still have two part-time jobs. I still have to maintain that. I have to maintain expenses here. I have a dog. Like everybody's college situation isn't the most traditional one fresh out of high school or like you did going and coming right back, but it's more dependent on the student than it is blaming the system and the institution itself, because the institution has the opportunities to learn. You do have to pay rent. You have universities that own apartment complexes and the students get discounted rent, but they still have to pay rent. They still have to pay bills. They still have to deal with roommates. Like it's just a safe. I never tell people it's the real world preparing them. I tell them it's a bubble right before that bubble bursts. Like it's an extension. That's another reason it took me 8 years to graduate. I still had that cushion of being an
Mhm.
educated student with the discounts, with my aid, with the money that I'm making off of school alone. I don't have to go to work. So I took that bubble knowing it's a bubble and being prepared for life after. And then knowing if I'm not ready, then college showed me there's a community out there who can help me. I have to reach out to them. Because if you don't communicate, nobody's going to do it for you.
Factual. Like I said, I do feel like college prepares you for a lot of things, but I just feel like the real world, there is no better teacher than doing it yourself. Unfortunately, for the real world, there's no better teacher than actually going out there and truly experiencing yourself. Because even if you just listen to my experience or you listen to your parents' experience, it's like it differs from person to person, from area to area, from literally just how you move. Cause I might move differently than how you move. Like I might go work two jobs and not care. I might work at night then turn on work in the morning. You might work at night and can't get up in the morning. Like so like how we move and how we do things is different. Like I said,
Yeah.
like I like my university. Is ghetto fabulous. I love it. I actually like that. I don't have like a super big university where it takes 45 minutes to drive from one side of that campus to the other side. Like UAB or one of those schools like that where it's just so
NC
big.
State.
Like God. Like yeah,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Like we're
it's so
still
big,
driving?
bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm still on campus, cuz?
Yeah.
Like, wait, this McDonald's is on y'all campus? Like,
Yeah.
nah, like, bruh, like, no, like, I'm glad I have a small, like, I go to a private school, but it's a HBCU, but it's a private, so it's one of those private schools, but it's really good though. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's great. I feel like I really enjoy my time in college. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it for fun. Or I would recommend it if you have to, if the job that you're trying to get requires a degree.
Agreed. Agreed.
If
Because
it's
it's
not,
not for
if it,
everybody.
It's
And
not for
nobody wants
everybody,
to go to
and
class. Like for me to be
nobody,
in it for
even
eight
now.
years with life stuff going on, the only reason I stayed is because I like school. If I didn't like school, I would have left it after the first one. I wouldn't have been in there. I would have went to go work. It wouldn't have been a matter. But I like school. I like learning, and I found ways to like make it work with my lifestyle. But if I didn't have to, no.
Yeah, marching band is what's keeping me here. If it wasn't for marching band, I would have never
Mm-hmm.
even left my job.
I don't blame you.
No funny. Like it was just, hey, just come back to school just for the heck of it.
Mm-hmm.
What? No,
Because
that
most
thing is
jobs don't
awful. I
even
would never.
depend on a degree. Like unless you're
And
engineering
and then
or like super
and then most of
niche.
that you can go to trade school. Then you can go to trade school. I'm like, especially if you're trying to do like
That's
engineer,
true.
lighting, turn technicians, like you can just go to trade school.
Yeah.
Like or like for instance, like me, I was driving forklifts and they train you on they train you on site.
Yep.
Like they train they have no trade school, they train you.
Now, if you
And
want to
then
work
on
in
top of it, they will train.
education,
Mm. Like jobs where it requires you to go to a building for 4 years and then receive a piece of paper at the end that said I went to a building for 4 years. If yeah, I mean if your job requires that little piece of paper, by all means go. Or if you simply just like want to like experience life, you want to just have fun. Like you're like, hey yo, look, I'm about the real world is gonna hit me in like a few more years. I just want to go chill, party, kick it with my friends, have a little fun. Then it's just for that too. Like, bro, it's plenty of fun in college. I've had
there is.
buku fun. I got plenty of stories to tell y'all, man. Next episode, I got a story to tell you, my guy, and it's going to be hilarious. But
Actually, I beg to
I feel like
differ.
that's
Because for
mm,
me, I beg to differ because in college you're broke. Um, I just like you can. Huh. I waited to party because of several things. I already knew I was naive at a certain age, and I'm a young woman at that life stage. So for me, it's more dangerous to go out and like do things a lot of girls my age were doing. And there are a lot of stories that I heard that I just didn't want to experience. So I wanted to wait until my mind at least was settled. And then secondly, my finances, so I could have more fun because I feel like it's more dangerous to have that fun at that age, which is fine. But like to be able to just chill and know that you're taken care of no matter what is kind of a different thing versus my income's effect. Like I used to work and make 120 every 2 weeks. I would look at stuff and be like, that's a third of my check. That's a fifth. I don't have, or somebody else would get it for me. And then it's like, okay, cool. As a girl, you don't really want people buying things for you because then you feel like they might want you to owe it to them, if that makes sense. So I never wanted to put myself in that situation, especially not being a naive college girl. So yeah, I had more fun partying
Incoming ad
now
break.
than I did in college.
so I feel that. I feel that. Okay, I have two things I want to bring up. Okay,
And you
first,
can do
right?
more now.
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I'm a big believer in whatever float my boat might sink yours. So just because it
Hmm.
works for me, that doesn't mean it'll work for you. Everything is subjective to person to person.
That's why I said
But
I choose
okay,
to disagree.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. You choose to disagree because, like I said, you actually liked it school.
yeah, if I didn't like
So you
school, that'd be
like being
different.
there. You
Yeah,
had a reason to be there. Like
yeah,
like real talk. If I lose my band scholarship, I'm not coming back. I don't want to be here. I
that's
don't care. I can
crazy.
literally get my school paid for, and I would still leave. I don't want to be here.
That's
Like I said,
crazy.
so like you have to find reasons for you to be there, and I feel like that's what school is for me. Like you got to find a reason to be there. I love school. You know what I'm saying? Well, I
Mm-hmm.
love my school, and I love band.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to class? No, I haven't been to a single class I like yet. I promise, they suck, all of them. Not the professors. I ain't gonna lie. I actually had a couple of great professors. Actually, it's just not it,
That's right.
bro.
You're
It's
older
just
too, so it's not like you relate to the people in the classrooms anyway.
like
Yeah, they're
yeah. And
babies.
then
I
like
understand
yeah.
that.
Then that baby. So I be in there with a
They
lot of like
yeah.
18, 19
You
year
can't
olds, and
listen
I
to
be
them
like,
talk. That is literal
I
brain
be,
rot. You thought, ugh,
I, I was just like, God, I was like, these folks are kids. I'm like, "Damn, I thought I was young. No, you guys are young.
babies.
Like, I don't even like using babies, but you guys are young. And I mean like mentally young because like, I also feel like when you was like going out at your age was a bad thing. I feel like you knew who you were. And so like, it was bad for you. Like I said, what floats your boat might sink mine. You feel me? So I also feel like at 18 and 19, I was a lot more mature than these same 18 or 19 year olds only
Oh
because of
yeah, and that's
life,
but you were
only
also
because of life
exposed to those
experiences.
things too. Right. So that's what I was going to say
I,
like our lifestyles are different. Like
hmm At 18, I moved out. 18, I moved out, and I had my own apartment at 18.
I
At
wasn't
18, I moved out.
necessarily
Like
allowed to do
I
that.
moved out two. I moved out 2 weeks after graduation. I graduated high school. 2 weeks later, I had my own apartment. Well, I'm
Hmm.
not playing with y'all. I have to leave. I got to do my own. Like I got to do me.
Hmm.
Yeah. So like and it was just like I'm running into 26 years old, 27 years old who like never had their own apartment. They're like career. I literally know career college niggas. Like, and what I mean, like they've been going to
I'm
school for
thinking of
like
one we
12
both
years.
know. Yeah.
I literally like one of my closest friends now, not one of my closest friends, not saying like that, but one of my good friends, my boy Taylor Potts, man, he is one of the coldest guys I know, man. He he went to Howard. He went to Howard in like '06 or something, '07 or something. Cause he crossed Phi Mu Alpha in '09. He crossed Phi Mu Alpha in '09. And you know this man is still in the marching band, marching alongside me, smacking notes alongside me, you feel me?
Is that
And
gonna
like
be
he
you when
had
you graduate?
and no, I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. The most you might
Cameron
see me is
struggles.
I'm
you
hungry.
might see me in an all-star band. You might. You might see
Oh
me in a
gosh.
you might see me in an all-star band, depending on what New Generation look
Not
like in
it's
a few
catching my
years.
whole
You
shirt.
might
That's
see me in an
crazy.
all-star. But 36, running up down bleachers, running through the field, sweeping the field, marching 90s.
Mm-mm.
36?
Mm-mm.
Like when Soldier Boy said my Soldier Boy voice, Drake. 36.
Drake.
You feel me? Boy, I would never. But like, no, like it is really crazy. I feel like there's so many crazy people, so many different journeys you will run into in college. And I feel like that's probably one
Yes.
of the fun. To me, that is probably the funnest part.
Yes.
Just running into like crazy musicians. Like, yo, like you're from where? You're from who? Ohio. Where's that at?
Yep.
You're from where, cuz? The Bahamas. What's in the Bahamas? That's like that. Wait, is that another country? Oh, that's United States territory. That's U.S. So I can just go there with no passport. Heard ya. Heard you. Didn't even know that. Yeah, that thing
Yeah.
was crazy. Mm.
See, I was just thinking that's another life thing that I'm already used to. That's different. Like, we grew up as. Hold on.
Military brats.
Yes. I just, if
Achoo.
the air would let me like talk, that would be amazing. We grew up as military kids, so we grew up in different cultures and different areas. So certain things like, oh man, my friend was, I'm picturing it because I could not understand what the lady was talking about. My friend was on the phone and she was on Facebook, right? And she was looking at this post that said, when you grow up and you realize um, something about who were fake friends in high school or something like that, or mean girls or whatever, like undercover mean girls or whatever. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, you couldn't just spot those people? Like, I had been exposed to so many different type of personalities. When I got to Norcom, I immediately could categorize and put who was what in what social category, who I should like pay attention to, who I should just like chill. And like, we're wallflowers. We watch the environment, we figure out who's who, chill, and then we slowly let ourselves in, but we're never there long enough to fully like open up, which is a lot of what I spent last year working on. So for me going to college, it wasn't like so surprised. I was actually very excited to go to ODU so I could be around different cultures with all their international students and, you know, American students, the typical PWI experience here. But we had such an influx of international students coming in that it was nice to have a lot of African students that I hadn't been exposed to that culture. So that was interesting, getting to be friends with them, learn some stuff. The different instructors, I'll tell you, that one was definitely a culture shock because you don't really get that. Like, I've had maybe 2 or 3 other cultures as teachers, but never as many as I had at the university. So that was cool. Or even the events,
But
like they would have events for different cultures that we could attend that I didn't get exposed to. That was different.
facts, hell yeah. I had a African teacher teaching me African American history, now which I thought was the funniest thing
It is
because
funny.
he had the thickest African accent you would hear. He'd be like, "Cut the God while you're here. You go there." In African history, they said that America's is bad. Yeah, it was the most African accent you've ever heard in my
Yeah.
life. But yeah, like cultures, I feel like I had the complete opposite. Like coming to Norcom was the actually the culture shock for me because like I'm from like a very if you know about Belmont, Alabama, it's very rough, and like even though like we have a lot of Mexicans or like Mexicans or whatever the proper term is, we call them Mexicans. I don't know,
Hispanics,
but like yeah, we Hispanics. That's what the
I
word
think.
is.
I
Yeah,
don't
Hispanic.
know.
We had a Oh no, hey, I'm sorry we offended anybody, but we had a lot of Hispanics in our schools or in our city as in general, like being so close to like Texas, being so close to like the Gulf of Mexico. We had plenty of Hispanics.
Yeah.
Like, and like a lot of times we saw more Hispanics than we did white people. Like that's just what it was. Like, and so like yeah, we had different like little cultures. So like I was always hip to little cultures, but like once they got into Bessemer specifically a lot of them didn't even act Mexican no more. They was acting like niggas. They was acting just like us. You feel me? So like you didn't really get a lot of their culture. You feel what I'm saying? Like I understood like a few Spanish words because like I was like, oh, who you talking to? Like I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you mad? I could just tell, you know what I'm saying? But one of those, but like coming to Norcom was actually the more culture shock to me because like I'm from down south. I'm from the deep dirtiest south. So coming to Virginia, which is still technically the south, but
Thank
it
you for
doesn't
acknowledging
operate
it. That's all I care about is the acknowledgement.
all the
I don't
amount
care.
of y'all
You still acknowledged
technicality,
it.
but it does not operate. And this is where it's like yeah, but not really, because it doesn't operate like any other southern state. Not like Mississippi, not like Georgia, not like Florida, not like Alabama, not like North Carolina, hell, not like South Carolina, not like Tennessee. Like if you really want to look at compare Virginia to other southern states, it just does not
What's
operate.
that got to
It
do with the
operates.
culture of your
It
school, though?
operate because I'm talking about like because the people act different because the
Oh,
culture is
okay.
different because
Okay.
I come from a deep south, so this is a southern culture thing. Up in like up north, I want to say it, but like in Virginia, which is still technically the south, it is actually it's a completely different culture than what I'm used to because
Yes.
Virginia is technically the south, but not really, and that's where I come from that from because that's more of an eastern state, and that really is what opened me up to just different people, like different black people was the most shocking because like most black people I knew acted the same way. All black people was almost the same. Like, and the only time you saw different black people or different acting black people was literally on TV, on YouTube. You saw
Oh,
the
when
New
you
York,
say different
yo son,
acting, you mean, what do you
just
mean by that?
different and like just different cultures of black. Like
Okay.
like
Okay.
Eastern
I'm just
people.
making sure
I
I
feel
understand.
like like people from the East Coast don't act like the California West Coast. People
Or
in
the
down south, dirty south
Chicago's.
or the Chicago, like the Midwest area. The
Yeah,
Midwest
I
area don't
understand.
really
I
act like
understand.
you know what I'm saying.
That's
Like the
funny.
South the culture don't act like the New York culture and with the Timbs and
Yeah,
the New Jersey. You feel what I'm saying? It's different. Like we're all black, but it's different. It's not the
that's
same. It's not the
funny.
same black. And so like coming up here, it was like, wait, this is not just on TV. What is a jank? Cuz what is y'all talking about?
Is that a word
It's
you
a
can say?
rocket.
Oh, that is a
Yeah,
word you can say.
yeah,
Yeah, it is a word. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, like jank was like,
That,
what is a jank? Like, what is that? Like, so like, it was a lot of things. Like, it was definitely a culture shock to just even, not just different races, but just my own race. I had to really like
that
tap
is
in, like,
funny. Yeah.
oh, so it is different black people. Like, that's not just on TV. Like, I heard you, like, and so like, it was just like. It's almost like rediscovering the black race for a different time and through a different point of view. So like it definitely really opened my eyes to just like who people are and what people can actually become, and just like we all don't have to act angry black Southerners. We don't have to be that way all the time. We don't have to be the or that or like the yeehaw. We the good old Southern Alabama. Like we don't have to act like that. Like that. Like, it's other ways to do it. Like you feel what I'm saying? That was just like oh, like
Mhm.
it was a very culture shock. So that was how it was different for me coming to Norcom and Virginia versus like you.
I've never heard anybody say it that way. That's why I'm quiet right now. Um,
Mhm.
whoa. But that is accurate. Um, because now I'm thinking about something else that's a different story time. Um, I hate this
But
right now.
yeah, But yeah, guys, this was just supposed to be. Wow, what time are we at? I'm about to wrap it up. Yeah,
It's been about 40 minutes. No, I wasn't gonna go into the story time. I was gonna tie something else because we're looking at 45 minutes at the most, and it's probably been about 40 minutes. Um, that brings it into like I just it's making me realize a few other things,
hmm
which is why I wish you were more open like this when you were younger because you didn't talk this way. You were just kind of like I don't know. It's funny to me because
I
now
was different because I was different because it felt like alien to me. Like,
No,
why
I
are y'all acting like
understand
this?
now.
Like,
That's what's clicking.
I've never heard so many black people talk so proper in my life. Like, I've never heard black people use the least amount of slang. It was so confusing.
Well, their
I was
slang is
like, y'all don't
different.
use
It's not like, because it's
yeah,
like you
and
said,
then
Mississippi is a different slang. Mississippi is a slang drawl, so it kind of blends, and you don't
yeah,
even know it's
that
slang because
southern
everybody.
draw is real. Y'all don't have no
Yeah,
southern
that's
draw
all I was
like that.
thinking about.
Like
That's
that's what we be like.
funny.
Y'all not South for real. Like we can hear it in y'all accents. Y'all like real talk. Y'all sound like more like y'all from Philadelphia than y'all do
Okay, so what I
to
was
like
gonna
Tennessee.
say, so like remember African dude, his friend like tried to ask him in pidgin, like I wasn't gonna understand. He was like, "Oh, is she black or is she white?" And I was like, "Of course I'm white. What do you mean? I'm Becky." And then he made that face because he didn't know I could see him. And I was just like, "What do you think?" Da 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 da. I switched into like a little bit of Jamaican patois because I know it a little bit. But I was like, I was raised to speak this way because of a lot of things started here, and I'm not going to keep this long because we're running into 40 minutes. We only got like 5 more minutes. But like the culture here is different because of a lot of historical aspects. That's what I'm going to say. You guys can do your own research. It's just entertaining to me because I'm remembering how you were in high school and when you graduated. And like I said, when you were starting to figure your identity out, and we were really proud of you. And we're still proud of you, by the way. Just want to make sure I say that. We didn't lose that. It was just seeing you evolve in front of us was an interesting experience. And to hear you articulate it that way, I now understand why you'd be so confused, why you'd be so frustrated sometimes. You'd be trying to communicate and it's like, we didn't get it. Then we figure out, oh, it's your accent, because your accent was a lot deeper when you first got here.
Oh yeah, it was a lot thicker. Like I probably sound like a Virginian now. I've been in Virginia probably like close to like 7, 8
You
years
talk
now.
slower. You still have an accent, but you talk a little slower. But when you first got here, me and my sister, we used to hang around our cousins a lot growing up. So we talked fast, and then we didn't have an accent. So we just da-da-da-da-da-da. And people would be like, "What did you say?" You did the same speed with a deep drawl. And we'd be like, "Can you just one piece at a, I can't understand you." And you'd be getting frustrated. And it's like, well, we're trying not to be. So, yeah, it's just funny. That's all I'm thinking about. And it's reminding me, and it's just funny. I wish we had more videos so we could like show the difference between then and now for you. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But man, thank y'all so much for enjoying this episode.
It clipped out, and there's a siren on my side.
Oh man.
Wait, you might want to
every time
redo
I
it
try to
anyway
be-
because the siren is passing still. Hold on.
I don't know. They rude because as of they don't know we in here podcasting. They better know. Like
They
I
don't
feel
give
like
a flying flapjack.
I sent the letter down
they're
to the
gone.
city so
Okay.
that they can know. I had
The
sent
city-
the letter down to the city. Yeah, to let them know that we was podcasting, so that, like to let them know like if anybody had any emergency, like y'all they
Turn
just
off
dead,
the
like, you know.
sirens. Turn the lights
Turn
on.
off the
Turn off the sirens. Okay,
Are we
we're good.
recording?
They're gone.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for enjoying the show, man. Thank you. We're in 26, man. This is a new year, new beginning, same pod, new clothes, man. Y'all know how it go, man. It's your girl, Simply CC, and your
it's
boy.
your
It's the
dude.
hype, baby. You feel me, man? Thank you guys so much for watching, man. We're gonna leave this thing with a little peace, love, and positivity. My bad. I was kind of like not introducing you. I was like.
I was
Never
about
mind.
to. And then
Peace,
you
love,
did it.
positivity.
Peace, love, good vibes, and positivity.
Subscribers.
Subscribers.
Click the button.